Good morning, I'm Wendy Petrie and this is your morning news fix for Thursday, the 19th of December. And this update, low expectations for the New Zealand economy with GDP figures coming out today. Stats NZ will release the results for the third quarter just before 11 o'clock today. The Reserve Bank forecasts a 0.2% contraction, while Westpac, ASB and ANZ are picking a 0.4% drop. NZ Herald's Liam Dan says OCR cuts didn't have enough time to take effect.
Businesses were struggling with debt, consumers were struggling with high debt repayments. Some sectors like manufacturing and construction were really slow.
A North Canterbury man has been fined $6,000 for deliberately driving through a black bill gull colony on his property. Clive Gordon has been sentenced after taking a utility vehicle and a 14-tonne digger through a 1,000-strong nesting colony on his Belfast property in November last year. Department of Conservation Mahanui Operations Manager Andy Thompson says the abandoning of a colony this size is a significant blow for a species declining faster than it can breed. He says they will respond very seriously to any future incidents. Are locals recounting the moments a destructive 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck Vanuatu. Early reports estimate more than a dozen people have died and hundreds are injured. The airport's only open to humanitarian assistance and the port is out of action. There are concerns about the volume of fresh drinking water, power and fuel available. Local journalist Dan McGarry says the shaking was like nothing he's felt before.
I was almost knocked off my feet. I had to hold on to the walls for support. I can imagine for people on upper stories of buildings, it must have been absolutely terrifying.
The freedom of the victims of crime from unwanted prisoner correspondence is being written into law. Rima Nakle's members' bill has passed its third reading in the House with strong cross-party support. It makes it an offence for inmates to directly contact or encourage others to contact someone who doesn't want to be contacted. The Tuckerton EMP says corrections must now take into account the interests of the victims when deciding what conditions to impose on offenders under its supervision. She's sure some things, instead of being a practice, need to be set into law. Hospitality NZ is disappointed. Politicians voted against lifting Easter trade restrictions. The bill was voted down 74 to 49 yesterday. It sought to remove Good Friday and Easter Sunday as restricted trading days. Head of Communications and Advocacy Sam McKinnon said they would have liked to get it to the Select Committee stage so the public could have a say.
We think that wasn't an unreasonable expectation. So, we're disappointed that it hasn't progressed further than its first reading.
To sport now, and Liam Lawson's march towards a full-time drive with Red Bull in Formula One has taken another step forward. Sergio Perez has confirmed he's leaving Red Bull after battling through 2024, opening the way for the Kiwi driver to move into his seat. Central Otago District Council have tabled the prospect of hosting a supercars round at the Highlands Motorsport Park in Cromwell from 2026. And Indian all-rounder Ravichandran Ashwin has announced his immediate retirement from international cricket. I'm Wendy Petrie. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.